6-year-old Riley and a 4-year-old family friend who is spending the night.
Bringing you a clear, accurate forecast. Working for you in the KLBK Storm Track Center. Here's Chief Meteorologist Nikki-Dee.
It has been one windy day all across West Texas, and we have had that fire warning out for the entire portion of the region. It includes everyone from the Texas-New Mexico state line and eastward. We're even talking about the rolling plains, simply because we are lacking in the way of any type of moisture in those winds. They are pumping in. Take a look at the live camera right outside of our Bob Mills Skycam. On top of the Bob Mills furniture, we are dealing with just an ample amount of not clouds, but dust being pushed into the region. You can really see the visibility is beginning to lower in the central locations along the state line right now. Visibility is less than 4 miles, and we do anticipate that to push into the city and off into the rolling plains. But I mean, you can just glance at it and know it's a windy West Texas day. Now, here's what's happening. We had a front that tried to push its way through. This particular front really not so much giving us any rainfall, but did give us a little bit of cloud cover. That began to push its way off towards the east, and that's setting up the dry line further to our east. We're not going to be worrying about the dry line here in West Texas, but other locations will be, and that dry line simply going to be giving some isolated showers and even some thunderstorms. So if you're traveling eastward, don't forget to go to our Facebook page, and we will keep you informed on those storms. Now, we've got another system that is going to continue to push its way east into West Texas. It's going to lower our temperatures ever so slowly, but tomorrow, not going to be one of those days. We're only going to lower a little bit. 87 degrees right now here in the hub. Going down to San Antonio, 77. El Paso, 85 degrees. I'm loving saying the 80s. You get up to Albuquerque, 76. Not so shabby. We take a closer look around home. I mean, Childress just a little bit ago, they were in the 90s. Snyder coming in at 92. Midland at 90. This is summer pool weather, and we're not going to be dealing with this for too much longer. So enjoy it and embrace it. Yes, we're having to worry about fires, but we still are dealing with that warmer weather. So take the good with the bad, but make the good way out a little bit further. The dry line is beginning to set up, but it's strictly going to stay further off towards the east, especially as you push into Wichita Falls and also down towards the southern extent. That's where we do anticipate some showers and even thunderstorms to pop up. Winds still out of the south, sustained at 26 miles per hour in the city, 32 miles per hour up towards Clovis. Check out Roswell. That's 37 miles per hour. These, again, are sustained wind speeds. These are sustained winds over the past 6 to 8 minutes. Well, excuse me, 2 to 3 minutes, 6 to 8 seconds. So we are indeed getting the latest data in, and those are still rather high. Winds stick around with us overnight. So let the kids know they're going to hear some rumbling outside, and bring in all of your lawn furniture and your decor because it will get tossed around. And leave it in tomorrow as well if you're headed off to work. Winds will be out of the southwest, sustained around 30 to 35 miles per hour. This is before lunch, and that's going to continue to stick around with us, and then finally tapering off into the 20s by the 10 o'clock hour tomorrow. All in all, it's going to be a windy West Texas next 24 hours. So stay alert, stay weather aware, and of course fire savvy, because if it's going to spark, it will, and it'll spread with these winds. Now we've got an upper level low just off towards the west. This is what's really pushing us to get all that wind speed going on right now. Now as far as seeing any precipitation, we could see some, but we really are going to be dealing with some cooler air. Check out that dip, really dipping through. We're going to be filtering in that really cold Canadian air, so really temperatures are going to flip-flop back to what we dealt with just a few short weeks ago. But we could see some precipitation, some frozen precipitation at that. You gotta love West Texas weather. We head on into Tuesday evening, a few clouds beginning to push in. We will also begin to see at that slight chance of some showers down towards the southern extent, but go up to the central and northern portion, especially into the panhandle. That's a wintry mix. We are anticipating to see some of that wintry mix. Now, as far as it accumulating and having schools out right now, not looking to deal with that, but yes, roads will be slick, so be extra careful on into the next several days. Windy tomorrow and possibly a snow mix the following day. Temperatures tomorrow, though, 76 degrees for the high. Those winds will be out of the southwest, sustained at 30 miles per hour. Temps off into the rolling plains will be slightly warmer. We will be back into the 80s, but if you like that cooler weather, just go visit some friends in Muleshoe. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. The temperatures will be into those 60s. So tomorrow, it's going to be hot. It's going to be windy. We go into Wednesday where we will have temperatures below freezing Wednesday and Thursday morning. Bring in those plants. I know I planted some this weekend. We know I'm not the best at it, but I attempted. I'm going to bring in my cute little babies. because it is going to be rather chilly out there before we do warm back up. So West Texas roller coaster ride is back.